Hello and welcome back to the F1 Journal and to the Spanish GP preview. F1 completes the third and final leg of its second triple header with the Spanish Grand Prix at the Circuit de Catalunya this weekend. It might feel like a different era pre-coronavirus shutdown, but F1 2020 action started at this track back in late February with pre-season testing, and the paddock returns to the track 6 months later for a rescheduled race. With conditions forecast to be hot and sunny at the height of the Spanish summer, it could prelude a repeat of last weekend's race where Max Verstappen and Red Bull ended Mercedes' start to the 2020 season by winning the 70th anniversary Grand Prix. Pirelli have opted for its hardest compounds, C1, C2, C3, which we used at the British GP compared to the step softer options, which opened up the race-winning strategy for Verstappen last weekend. While the action on the track spiced up tensions, off it also intensified, with two major talking points dominating the headlines. The FIA's decision to dock Racing Point 15 Constructors' Championship points and hand the team £400,000 fine did anything but settle the matter, with four rival teams appealing the outcome, while the Silverstone-based squad also appealed in a bid to clear its name. The situation, coupled with the looming Concord Agreement deadline, saw bosses take aim at each other to balance the power which is fought ahead of F1's next era. The Spanish Grand Prix is the final act of a second run of triple headers on the reshuffled F1 2020 calendar, with a week break after the race. The next trio starts with the Belgian Grand Prix on the 30th of August. The Circuit de Catalunya is set to be bathed in sunshine and hot conditions all weekend, with highs of 31 degrees Celsius. Pirelli have opted for the hardest tyre compounds for the Spanish Grand Prix, with the hards being the C1, medium C2 and soft C3. For at least the opening 8 races of the reshuffled F1 2020 season, each driver will be given the same allocations of tyre per races. Each set 8 sets of softs, 3 of mediums and 2 of hards. Pirelli will also supply a range of wets and intermediates for each driver. And on Thursday in the paddock, some of the main talking points were Sergio Perez returning after a negative coronavirus test, meaning that he will be replacing Nico Hülkenberg at Racing Point. Lewis Hamilton says the decision to ban qualifying modes won't affect his Mercedes team. Sebastian Vettel remaining calm over his future, and Fernando Alonso being confirmed for IndyCar, which will be interesting to watch. And in practice one, Mercedes were in front of everyone else, really, as you'd expect, with Bottas leading Hamilton very slightly, but as you can see, not much to read into FP1 really. Most teams just doing aero testing their new upgrades, as there so often are in Spain, with Roy Nissany even replacing George Russell in Williams. And in practice 2, Lewis Hamilton headed teammate Valtteri Bottas by 0.3 of a second, with Max Verstappen 0.8 of a second behind. That's in the qualifying run. Mercedes still look to be pretty confident there and miles above the rest. However, in race pace, Mercedes and Verstappen were pretty much level, so we could get another battle in what is expected to be high temperatures, so it could be very interesting, especially with Pirelli predicting a 2-stop strategy for the race. Finally, my predictions for this weekend, and I'm going to shake it up a bit this weekend. I'm going to say Valtteri Bottas will stick it on pole for Mercedes. He just needs to have an edge on Hamilton in qualifying on Sunday. With Max Verstappen winning the race, I think there's a sweltering conditions there. It will really suit Red Bull, and we've seen Mercedes' weakness, so I can actually see him doing it. And I can see it being a similar case to last week, with Hamilton just about getting past Bottas to be the lead Mercedes. But anyway guys, that is it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video and your predictions for the Spanish Grand Prix in the comments down below. Remember to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for F1 news, and subscribe to my other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace!